Good evening and welcome to Feel Good Talk Love 101. I'm your host, Charles Brakely, along with the host of Love 101, my main man, Naeem Najee. What's going on, baby?
Cheers, Charles. How you doing? I'm
I,
great.
s-
How's
I- I
everybody?
see you drinking water. What's that, a whole
Good.
what's that, 5 gallons, ain't it? Or
That's my gallon. It'd be nice if I could just like casually be like, toast, 5 gallons of water, everybody. Cheers. You know, just pour some
Wow,
cans.
well, that's good. You get your water, and that's one thing that I try to do as well. So it's hard though, but again, I see you doing your thing. So but
Ready.
what we're gonna do, we're gonna go right to commercial, and then we're gonna come right back with Feel Good Talk Love 101. All right, you're
All
right
right.
back. And this is the host, not the host. This is the sponsor of the show, the A Game. Here we go. And that is the A Game, great for vitality, energy, strength, and libido. If you want your free sample, give me a call at 302-723-2836. Again, 302-723-2836 to get your free sample of the A Game. Sells off the charts, so definitely get with me. So what's going on for the week, man? How you been all week? Well, talk to me, brother. What's up?
Oh, I'm just happy to be alive, happy for life, realizing that, nothing is promised us.
Right, right.
No day, no night, no minute, no moment, no other person, no relationship.
Hmm.
It all comes and goes. And to be still in it, like alive, is a blessing. And I
Hmm.
always, I've said this many times on this show. What would you do if you had 24 hours left? What would you do
Right.
if someone you are uh, in a relationship with
Hmm.
had only 24 hours left? What are some things you would want to say, you'd want to
Hmm.
do, you'd want to express, you'd not want to do or say anymore, right? Think about that.
Right,
So, yeah.
right, right. Exactly. So I like I said, Naeem, that's an awesome that's an awesome question. What would you do if you had 24 hours to live? And anybody out there can answer that question for us. I would like to, just see what some because everybody's purpose is different. So I would like to see what some of the differences are, as far as preferences. So that's a great question. So but
Yes,
uh
absolutely.
but while we're waiting for that, what is the topic for today, brother?
Well, I've got something new for you guys, something great, exciting. It's going to
Uh,
change your life. I can't wait to share it. And as soon as you hear this, you're going to be like, wow, why didn't I think of that this whole time? And before we get to that, we'll talk to you next week. Sorry, I can't reveal
Don't do that to
it. I gotta get y'all hyped up. But
him.
actually, I'm not a hype man. I kind of just like playing around with people
Right, right, right.
in the space because I know this is Feel Good Talk Family,
Mhm,
and we know that we're here to have fun.
mhm.
So I do have something slightly different though. We always do the facts of love and fear.
Right, right, right.
Let me first introduce the purpose why I'm on here. Like why do you let me and you talk for a moment, Charles.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Why do you come on here every night at 7 on Wednesday for the last 2 years to be talking with me and everyone else? Why do you do that? What's in it for you? Why, you could be doing a whole lot of other things.
Mhm.
I see the way you dress. I see your hat and the stuff in the background you got. All that stuff is looking very fly. Clearly, you're a fashionable guy. Clearly, you don't have a lack of friends or social life.
Right.
Why do you do this? I want to know
Hey,
why.
man, listen, I do this to help people. Whatever I can do to help people, that's what I do. You know what I mean? So, I love doing it, and I'm be honest with you, man. You make it easy. So, you know, when I met you, I mean, hey, it was like I said, I saw something in you that I loved, and I was like, yo, let me get with this brother and see what he's talking about. Because again, I wasn't feeling the whole love concept, as far as you hear the same thing all the time. Love is a feeling, love is so when I heard your concept, I was like, wow, people can relate to this. And I thought this would be great, for people to hear. And I do it every week. I do whatever broadcast, I do it all day long because we're trying to make a difference. I'm not gonna speak for myself, but we're trying to make a difference. So whatever we can do to help anyone out there, that's all the reward I need. So that's
Can
it.
you can you can you state for the record that it has touched someone's life? That with this, what we do, what you do with Feel Good Talk.
Yeah, I mean, I see it all the time. I get a lot of emails. I get a lot of thank yous, and they tell us all the time how much we made a difference or impact in certain people's lives. In people's lives in general. So again, like people like yourself and everybody that's on here, the whole Feel Good Talk family, are very knowledgeable. Very knowledgeable, very great at what they do. And again, like I said, that's our goal. That's our mission. We've been in a state of everybody's scared right now. You got the COVID going on, you got all kinds of stuff going on right now. So at the end of the day, if we can help someone feel just that little bit more, just a little bit better than what they did the day before, then we've done our job. So that's exactly, what we're here for. This is what Feel Good Talk, Love 101, and the whole Feel Good Talk family in general. This is what we're here for. So
Well, you know what, Charles? I'm going to say something very touching. You don't have to look for a bunch of people whose lives were touched by this
mhm.
program. Why? Because it's touched my life. Oh,
And oh my god.
no,
Let me
it
say
has.
something too, Naeem. And I was going to get to that before you cut me off. It has touched my life very also. So this is why, like I said, I do this on a daily basis so I appreciate you, man, and continue to do what you do. So
Yes. And
mhm.
I appreciate that. And I appreciate that we're doing this, that it's not like, oh, that was, I don't know if I want to do this show with this guy tonight. It's getting a
Right.
little, those relationships that they start going downhill and all that.
Right.
It's always been a pleasure to do this and to come on here. And
Mhm.
yes, it's been easy, like you
Mhm.
said. It's always been good energy. A lot of people talk about isolation and stuff during COVID and
Mhm.
quarantining and just the fear that's out
Right.
here and being close to people. And
Mhm.
when I'm connecting, even like this, alone in a room, but connecting with you, with everyone here, I
Mhm.
don't feel alone. And I'm
Right.
hoping that everyone else knows that we're being very present with you and we're here
Mhm.
because why? I'll speak for, I got to ask you, why do you come on here? I come on here because I like to share and I like
Mhm.
to teach, and to teach means to demonstrate. And love is not something that should just be spoken about. Like, we don't have to just come off the top of our heads and, oh, let's just talk, 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 talk.
Mhm.
But is there a way that I can help myself and others
Mhm.
think differently about it? And with that new thought, inspires new feelings, new actions, and new words in your
Mhm.
life that causes new outcomes in your relationships that maybe you hadn't experienced before, and that may be something you want to experience again. And I can tell you and teach you and show you systematically how
Right.
you can have the results that you want every time in
Mhm.
every relationship. And that mostly it doesn't involve another person for you
Mhm.
to feel love.
Mhm.
What it involves is you changing your mind about it. I
Right.
used an example earlier. I was talking, sometimes we just don't think. I talk about critically, then we don't think, we knee jerk, we
Right.
react to
Mhm.
situations. Like, for example, for those of us who drive or who's experienced being in a car with someone who's driving, and then you see crazy driver just that you're driving, they just cut you off, and then they just, and then the knee jerk thing is like, what? You honk your horn, you're like, what's, shake
Mhm.
your fist and all that. And it's like,
Right.
why take it personally? Two reasons. Number one, all right, let's say that this person, you don't know what was going on in that car with that person.
Right.
Maybe it was a highway robbery, just robbed a bank.
Mhm.
You don't know. Maybe there
Mhm.
was someone bleeding out that just had gotten injured. They're trying to get a rush them to the hospital, their loved
Right.
one, and
Mhm.
you would be driving the same way if you were trying to rush your loved one to the hospital because you know you're not trying to spend $800 to $2,000 for an ambulance ride.
Mhm.
Not even gonna get no.
Yeah.
You know, and but or maybe they're just a jerk too, and they just are cutting people off. So why would you take it personally? Because that's what jerks do. They cut people off. If it wasn't your car there and there was another car there, they would have cut them
Right.
off too. There's
Right.
nothing to take
Exactly.
personally about it. So my peace of mind, I don't have to throw it out the window just because someone comes into my life with this weird energy or this obnoxious or jarring type
Mhm.
energy or action, I can be
Mhm.
like, oh, they're having a call for love, or they're clearly in a rush. I hope they get where they need to go because
Mhm.
you know at least they I hope they don't cause an accident because
Yeah.
yeah. So there's
And
other ways to look at it. Just like there's other ways to look at someone cutting you off. There's other ways to look at love. And no one's way is wrong. I'm just asking us to expand our way of seeing things because you become a different person, and the person that you become when you think differently,
Mhm.
you might fall in love with that person too. You
Mhm.
know,
Exactly. And you know what? I'm glad you gave me an alternative way of looking at people in traffic because I don't look at it like that. I guess because I deal with it all the time and I see that, people cutting you off or going like 20 miles under the speed limit or tailgating when you can't go nowhere because you got somebody in front of you. So if that person stops, they're gonna run into the back of you. So I look at it a different way. So but thank you for giving me that way of looking at it. Now I can woo side and I can, keep my
or you,
blood pressure down.
yeah, well, or you could just like if you enjoy just yelling at people who act like that in traffic, just keep your window down and be like, you know what, like get like a thing and be like jerk, and then just
Uh-huh.
hold it out the window like you. You see what I like? Be prepared because you know it's gonna happen.
Right. It's gonna
You know,
happen. It happens all the time. I'm bad. I'm bad in
always.
traffic. A lot of people that they know when we're on the phone sometimes, or if they're in the car with me, they know how I am in the car. And it's bad, but I appreciate the way you gave me, you gave me another way to look at it. So from now on, when people are cutting me off, when people are tailgating, when people are just doing crazy stuff, coming from the left lane all the way to the right lane, all the way. So I'll say, you know what? That person might be in some type of pain or hurt. So
Mhm. And it
that's what
might
I'll
be
do.
emotional. Might be
Yeah.
like, they didn't text me back all day. You don't know what's
Right.
going on. They
Right.
could be
So,
looking at the
mhm.
distracted drive. You know, distracted driving causes more accidents
Oh
than
yeah,
drunken driving. Yeah,
definitely,
and
definitely.
distracted meaning you looking at your phone, you doing other things, you eating
Mhm.
your sloppy Joe sandwich. Oh, some drop. Oh,
Ah,
it could be a whole lot of things. But
right, right. So, I
but
mean,
yeah,
that's an awesome way to look at it, though, Naeem. That's why I'm gonna look at it from now on. Hey, man, we got
okay.
a lot. We have a lot of comments, man.
Yeah,
So
let's get into
let's jump
these.
on some of these comments right quick. I want to hear what y'all thinking out there. We want to hear what y'all thinking. We got beautiful Stella. I think that's what it is. She says, "Hey, what's going on, beautiful Stella? Thanks for tuning in." And she's over there on YouTube. We got a lot of people on YouTube tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you. We got Izzy Meditates. Hey, Feel Good Talk family. What's going on, Izzy? Thanks for tuning in. And she's saying hello to everybody else. Hello, Steven. Thanks for tuning in. And she also says 24 hours. That's tough. Talk to us about that, Izzy. What would you do?
Yes.
And all the family out there, what would y'all do if you had 24 hours to live? How would you live your life? Talk to us.
Yes. Please
Those
say
last 24 hours of your life. Talk to me. Amy, what's up, Amy? She says, good evening, Feel Good Talk family. How you doing, Amy? Thanks for tuning in. And we're gonna go past Izzy right there. And then we go right to Tyrone Ricks. What's up? The Ten of Life is tuned in. Ten of Life is always tuned in. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you. And we know how we do. We speak to each other constantly on a daily basis. And let's see, I'm trying to get something here. Oh, we got Kathy M. Johnson. What's going on, Kat? All the way from Jacksonville. What's going on, lady? She says, right, we don't think first, just react. Right? That's true.
and more on that,
Hmm.
and anyone else want to say more on that, I'll just ask some questions. do you really want to be in control of your own life, of your own words? Do
Mm,
you think that saying, they made me do it, does that sound like you're in control? Like, I just blacked out. Does that sound like you're in control?
no.
I had to say something. Does that sound
Hmm.
like you're in control? Is there anything that someone can do that would make you have to respond a certain way? Or do you
Right.
have the ability to choose?
Hmm.
Do you have the ability to, like Charles said, take a step, breathe, and then think about it? Woo
Right.
sa sa woo,
Uh-huh.
woo pang, whatever you need to do.
Exactly.
All right. So thank you for that, Kathy.
Yep. Hey, and congratulations. She's in the top. Hey, put that information out there, Kathy, for us.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, she
you're
she
winning
she's
that
in the
now.
top. Yep, she's in the second round, second wave. So, thanks everybody for voting for Kathy. We definitely appreciate it. Put all that info in the feed, Kathy. And we got Kendra Moore in the house. She said, "What's up, fam? Izzy, Ty, and Amy." She also says, "Izzy, help Chuck with meditation during traffic."
Yeah, just put him in the passenger seat. Get him from
Well,
behind the wheel.
I don't
That's
know about meditation, but I try something. Kathy also says, no one way to love is not wrong. Is there a such thing as picking wrong? Bef- Wait, wrong B, you can't help it because of love. Wait a minute.
Can you clarify that, please, Kathy?
Yeah, clarify
Picking
that.
wrong what?
Yeah.
Picking the wrong song on the playlist? What are we talking about?
I think I know
And
where
what
you're
is
going with that.
and what does wrong mean? Wrong means
Mhm.
it's not suited for you. It's not working out. It's not.
Right,
Well, we
right.
got a little delay on Facebook. I think YouTube is a little more on our time,
On
but it's
time,
like a
yeah.
20-second delay. So we'll wait to get back to you on that, Kathy. And yeah, what else we got?
We got this is Izzy. She said, "What's up, Kendra?" Okay, now we always got some hackers. You know what I mean? Not hack. What they call them?
Oh, you know what? Keyboard warriors.
Yeah, keyboard warriors. And I'm not even gonna put that up there. But anyway,
Okay, don't put it up.
yeah, we got Tyrone Riggs. What up, brother? Charles Brakely and the Love Doc. What's going on, brother? Thanks for tuning in. He also saying hello to Kendra. And Kathy says, the last 24 hours I will spend in repentance and forgiving what I could not before. Mm, I like that.
So, what about the 24 hours, Kathy, and anybody? What about it makes you think that you would be able to forgive or do what you did not do before? I'm not going to say you were not able, but you did not, because there's a lot. Here's the thing with human beings: we're able and capable of doing a lot of things.
Hmm.
We just don't. Like
Right.
that person that you have on your mind that you know you want to talk to or call or text or reach out to, it takes a couple presses of a button, and not even a button of screen sometimes, like a
Hmm.
glass screen. It doesn't even have to be an actual, you don't have to use a
Right.
lot of energy. And you could dot 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 call connected ring or dot 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 send a message or type email or write letter
Mm.
or walk. I mean, I know I'm getting to a lot more energy. You don't got to do all this, but I'm just saying, why don't you do it? Why don't we do it? We don't do it because of what? That's my question. Why don't we? And there's something about time when you realize that it's running out
Hmm.
that causes you to think differently. And that's why I use that question because that's the main thing. Any suspenseful movie you have
Hmm.
watch or show, there's always some kind of time pressure. We've got this many hours to get to Infinity Stone and the ring, one ring to rule them all. And the
Right.
armies are marching. They're going to be here in 72
Uh,
hours. What are we going to do? There's
uh,
always some time. And you're like, all right, we got it. So it's like, hey, this is the enemy. They're coming. Oh, okay. All the people sitting around the table. What? Where's this enemy now? Well,
mhm.
they're still in their camp. They're talking, they're chatting, they're having tea. But they sent me something on WhatsApp. They were like, "We're coming, guys. We're coming
Mhm.
to just mess you guys up." And I was like, "Really? When?" They're like, "We don't know yet, but we're gonna think about it, toss around some ideas. We'll get back to you maybe a couple weeks or whatever, and we'll tell you when we're gonna come and just ransack your whole stuff.
Right, right.
Like, yeah, so I don't know how should we respond to that. Like, I don't know. Let's just sleep on it. Come back tomorrow. Here's scenario number 2. We coming. We'll be there in 20 minutes. We're gonna burn your stuff down. Now it's like, all right, everybody, to your positions. Get ready. You got the front, you got the back, you got the
Mhm.
side. It's like
Right.
you start getting stuff together real quick when you
Mhm.
know what time it is. You know how people
Mhm.
say, you know what time it is. When you know what time it is or what time is not left,
Right,
you
right.
start thinking differently. You start getting up off your bleep, you know?
Mhm.
I'm
Mhm.
only saying bleep because this is a family friendly show, but
Okay.
otherwise, my mouth doesn't bleep. It just goes. All right. I'm just saying. I'm not single of it. I'm just saying for the show. For
Right,
other,
right, right.
y'all know what I mean. So
Right.
what we got other comments out
Oh,
here.
we got some other comments. We got Izzy says, "Don't laugh. I always wanted to go down the Soul Train line. I would invite all my family and friends over to eat, laugh, love, and dance down the Soul Train line." Okay.
Here's a question
That's
though,
simple.
Izzy. You only got 24 hours. You gonna cook or you gonna tell people to bring food? Or
Yeah,
you
you better
gonna
tell
Uber
people to bring
Eats
some
it?
food.
Yeah, because cooking, that'd take a chunk out of
That
that
take at
time.
least, yeah, it takes some time off,
Take some
especially if you
time.
frying something or yeah, baking something. Yeah. Hey, what's up for Tamala West? She says, "Hey, you guys, what's going on, lady? Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you." And we got Kathy M. Johnson. She says, "Last day to make top 10 was today. Thank you all for your support thus far. MissJetMag.com/2022/Kathy slash M slash Johnson." So
I think
anybody
they can
wants,
click it on the comments. They might be able to click it. So
yeah, they might be. I can't do it on this, but
I think there's a space, Kathy, between the slash and your name. I don't know if that's
yeah, it might
possible,
be. Yeah,
but
you're
you
right.
might want to
Yeah,
check that
close
link
that
again.
up, Kathy, definitely. But
Yeah,
yeah, we'll do what we can do. Like everybody, please support this young lady. You know, she's doing her thing, doing something positive. We always want to support something positive. We got my man Steven Sheppelman. He says we take everything for granted. Yes, we
thank
do,
you,
brother.
Stephen.
We got Team of West says ego, fear, etc. That might have been on another question. She also says, I say things to people and they think I'm weird, but today could very well be the day. Just like this could be my last text. We don't know. I make it my business to say, just say it without fear, without regret. I like that. I like that.
You're right about that. It could be today. We don't
Yes, it
know.
can be. You
For
never know.
some, it was the day,
That's
and
right.
we don't know when our day will be, but we know that that day got our name on it though.
Hmm.
So even you keyboard warriors out there, your day is coming too. Well, I just call them. I'll give y'all some language that I learned from A Course in
Right.
Miracles. When you got people, whether it's the people cutting, swerving in and out of traffic, coming on here making remarks that don't have nothing to do with what we're talking about, you know what I call them?
Hmm. What's that?
A call for love.
Yeah,
It's just a call for love. That's all it is.
I
And that's
think
why
so.
they're on Feel Good Talk Love
Yeah.
101 with Dr. Feel Good and the Love Doc. You calling for love. And it's
Right.
okay. We got plenty
It's
of
all
love.
good. Yeah, it's always on YouTube. You gotta watch YouTube, I tell you. Um, hey, Ty says he's down, Izzy, so he wants to come down the Soul Train line as well. But Tamala West says, Izzy, I'm coming to show off for real. And she says she would tell people to bring food. Yeah, that
Yeah,
definitely
that
would be,
sounds like very
yeah,
smart.
a
Move.
good plan. We got William Bird. What's up, brother? Hey, don't forget to tune in to Conversation with the Lovebirds. That's coming up next at 8:30 right here on CM. Right, excuse me. Feel Good Talk, Love 101. I'm saying Feel Good Talk. Feel Good Talk, Mind, Body, Soul, and Business.
That's right.
I was ready to say CMB Entertainment. Lord have mercy. Um, Tyrone Tyrone Rick says, I can rap. I got a mean two step. All right, brother.
Okay.
Yes, indeed. Uh, Izzy says, yes, you're always welcome. I'm going to make the best of my 24 hours. Yes,
Uh,
indeed.
wait, was she talking to Ty? I would make. Oh no, I think
It's
I
just,
no, you're right. I thought she was talking back to Tyrone.
yeah, she's
Okay,
talking about probably to everybody because I think everybody was in that comment there.
okay.
We got my man William Burr. Hello, Feel Good Talk family, and all the
Hey
FGT
William.
friends. Yes, indeed. We got my man Lele. What's up, baby? He says, what's going on tonight? Look like a great show. Always a great show. Hey, thanks for tuning in, brother. We appreciate you. That's my man Layla. You can catch him on Jamila J's Girl Talk on Sundays at 3 p.m. That's the man right there. If you don't know, you better ask about him. It's Izzy. Izzy, she's going all out tonight. And we got Fatima West. She says a call for a jab. You right about that, because some of them act crazy, man. And William Burr said, thanks, Check. No problem. Thank you. And of course, Tyrone Ricks is talking to probably William Bird. He says, what up, big homie? So
All
thanks,
right.
y'all, for the comments
Yes, I
and for
like
the sharing. We
how I,
appreciate it.
I like how this show is taking a turn where I don't have to do as much talking because y'all are
Yeah,
like,
you know what I mean? You
oh,
killing they killing it right now. We appreciate y'all.
y'all. I think y'all got us flagged for spam at one point with all the
Yeah, they did. They were flagging us saying we were
because
spam.
there was so
So
many no, and but forget Facebook. No, keep commenting. Like that's it's
yeah,
just
keep coming. Yep.
it's not your fault. We having a good time here, and I wanted to go into. I did actually mean it when I was joking, not joking, but still joking
Hmm.
about. I have something for you. There is something, we do the facts of love and fear. Today we're going to focus on the facts of love, and we're going to talk about exactly what that means. So I'm going to bring my screen up so everybody can
All right.
see universal
Let me get that
facts
out of there.
of love, and this is okay. I got so y'all know that. So what this is talking about is a free relationship, and a free relationship is a relationship that's based on these principles: freedom, appreciation, communication, trust, and sincerity. To make it simple, when you want to break it down, someone asks you, what is love? And you just say, oh, there's just this. I'll tell you the facts of love: F for freedom, A for appreciation, C for communication, T for trust, and S for sincerity. And you can add more to that. And as
Hmm.
you'll see, there's more here, but that's the basic. So you don't have to worry about all these words. But all the extra words are just showing you that there's so much inside of love that it's unlimited. And
Hmm.
just because these are freedom, appreciation, communication, care, compassion, clarity, these are all different expressions of love. You follow me? So it's
Hmm.
kind of like it's the same thing, but it just seems to be a little different because of how we interpret it. But it's just like when you put on a different outfit, it's still you underneath, but you just look a little different.
Right.
Like communication may come across different than appreciation, but you can still communicate appreciation, right? You can
Hmm.
still be clear about your communication. You can still have compassionate communication and appreciation. You still,
Hmm.
so we're just showing you another way, a more whole and holistic way of thinking about love. So for freedom, what does this mean? How does it work? In a free relationship, each being or each person recognizes, honors, and respects the freedom of the other being or person. They are fully aware that everyone is always doing exactly what they want to do, and they never try to control another. Take a screenshot if you want to revisit it. Appreciation. What is appreciation? What does that mean? It means that a free being, if you're free, you understand that the only appropriate response to anyone at any time is appreciation.
Right.
This free being practices freely giving appreciation whenever possible. They also receive nothing other than appreciation from anyone. So if someone wants to attack you, call you out your name, try to insult you, you can just smile and know, well, you are talking to somebody, not me, because that's not me. You calling me something other than loving and wonderful, beautiful, amazing, then you're not talking to me. That's fine,
Hmm. Right.
because you are free to say whatever you want to say, and I'm free to receive it or not receive it.
Right.
So not receiving things that are not loving is also loving, right?
Hmm.
Just like if you have someone in your care, whether it's a child or someone you care about, and you see someone trying to sell them something that's like a dud. It could be like a car that's a lemon or something. They say, "Oh wow, this car looks so great. Let's just put the money down, get it right now." You're like, "No, I don't want that for you." It's like, "No, well, I always wanted this car." It's like, "You always wanted to drive it though, right?"
Right.
So that car may be nice to sit in. As soon as we pull off the lot, you're gonna have a problem. So let's not receive this car right now. And that's how I'm expressing love for you. Not because I don't want you to have it, but I don't
Right.
want you to have the burden of this swindle that's about to go down. So
Hmm.
here we got communication, care, compassion, clarity. So communication is appreciation. Let's take a moment and think about that. How is communication appreciation? It's
Mm,
just another way of looking at it. If you really want to go deep down the love uh, vortex or another dimension of thinking, I'm trying not to say rabbit hole because it don't, it don't sound as appealing. But if you really want to go deep into communication and check out Communication is Not a Game, volumes 1 and 2 by Naeem Najib. Look it up on Amazon. It's there. Communication is appreciation. A free being never argues, attacks, or condemns. They are always open to communication and clarity. A free being does not avoid conflict or believe conflict will never come up in their relationships.
mm,
What does that mean you don't avoid conflict? It's like, oh, there's conflict here. I don't want to be involved. Maybe you don't want to be involved, but you also understand that behind the conflict is the resolution.
right, right.
So it's okay to go through because you know it's on the other side.
Hmm.
It's not about just, going out, going through the storm just to be thrown around by the storm. It's like, no, I see
Hmm.
there's a storm there, so I'm put on my my galoshes, I'm put on my reindeer, I'm put on all of my waterproof stuff, and get ready. Got
Hmm.
my
Charlie
umbrella.
Brown boots. Charlie Brown boots. Go ahead.
Charlie Brown, that's right. And I'm a not only on my own go out in this rain, I'm a dance. I'm a
Right, right.
what is he who said they was going to do the soul train? I'm a soul train line through this thing because you can resolve conflict with style. It don't just always have to be hear ye. Now it is this one and that one against each other. It doesn't have to be like that.
Right,
Y'all
right.
can have humor and peace and love in your resolution.
Hmm.
And there are manuals and books and guides that'll help you with that. I wonder where they are. I wonder who wrote them. I don't know. Y'all figure it out. There's so this type of individual also they are solution oriented and they seek resolution to the conflict through clear, compassionate communication. See how everything comes back.
Hmm.
And what about trust and truth? A free being does not drag their past trauma, drama, or fear into their relationship. They trust themselves, which allows them to trust others. They live and follow the guiding light of truth and universal principles so they do not deceive and cannot be deceived. What about that? Don't you think that's a superpower? Some people have, oh, Professor Xavier of the X-Men, he can read minds and all of this. And so he would know like if someone's lying to him or whatnot.
Hmm.
But what if you had the power to not deceive, not need to deceive anyone or want to,
Hmm.
and not be deceived?
Right.
How could that be that you would not be deceived? Well, you have to be so firm and grounded in yourself and knowing that who you are and what you're here for, and nobody can come up here and sell you a lemon, right?
Hmm.
Sell you a bill of goods that's not exactly what it's supposed to be. They can't swindle you. They can't hustle you. They can't
Hmm.
jive you. They can't trick you. They can't deceive you because you are doing exactly what you want to do and you are clear about what you're doing and you don't have any regrets in your life. And so
Hmm.
that's a superpower. And if you want to learn how to have that, it's possible for everyone listening, everyone not listening to have it.
Hmm.
It just takes training of your mind.
Hmm.
And you can receive that through Love 101, which is available at a computer near you. Just type in healingtoxicrelationships.com. And finally, we got sincerity, surety, and security. A free being is sincere with others and with themselves, which means they say what they mean and they mean what they say.
Hmm.
They are sure. What does surety mean? They are sure of themselves, which is why they can be sure with others and in the relationships with others.
Mm.
They are secure in themselves and in their relationships. They are secure in their purpose and who they are. They come into relationships whole and lacking nothing. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that, and that's why I'm saying, if you people say, oh, I feel insecure. Why are you feeling insecure? You feel like
Right.
someone can take something from you. Guess
Mhm.
what? You never had that person. You never had them to begin with, so
Right.
that
Right.
if they leave, you lost something. You never had it. It was never yours. They
Mhm.
were never yours. It is a privilege, an honor, and a blessing to be in a loving relationship with someone, even in a toxic relationship, because they teach you so much. I mean, it hurts. Y'all know it hurts, but you learn so much if you pay attention, or you
Mhm.
just get hit over the head. It's like this. Toxic relationships are like this. It's like first it's a slap on the wrist, and you're like, oh well, that wasn't so bad.
Right. Right.
You don't learn. Like, why are you slapping me? Then it's like hit on the head, boom. You're like, I didn't learn. That wasn't so bad. Then it's like, you know what? Boom, with that. Something bigger.
Mhm.
It's
Mhm.
like, oh, well, let me try this other one now. Because you didn't learn.
Mhm.
It's like, let's try this now. I just happen to have this
Mhm.
in my pocket. You know, and
Right.
it gets more and more painful though. And
Right.
y'all
Right.
know, I
Right.
don't have to go into detail. I don't have to tell no stories. Y'all know when you're in a toxic relationship, even if you're the toxic one, and you know it doesn't get better, it gets more painful. That's why
Mhm.
you have to learn how to be secure in yourself before you can be secure about your relationship with someone else.
That's
How
right.
about this? It's even secure to know that this relationship we having right here, this is a fling. This is not going to last long.
Mhm.
This is cool. I mean, and we may part ways, we may meet up again, we may not, but I'm secure in knowing that I'm good if I see you again. I'm good if
Right.
I don't. And that's still secure. It's not like they have to be with me all the time, or I have to hear from them 20 times a day, or they need to be in this certain position or title or label in my life, and my friends have to all of that sort of thing. That's not security. That's
Right.
insecurity if you think you need that for you to feel like you're in a whole in a secure relationship with someone.
Mhm.
Nothing is
And that's
permanent in this world.
right. And that's why you got to come whole, man. You got to compliment each other, not I guess, excuse me, excuse me, compliment each other instead of saying, this person completes me. Should be completed already. When you come in that
Yeah.
relationship. That should just
Come
be icing on the
whole.
cake.
Like I
Exactly.
said, come whole, not with a hole. Like I
Right.
got a hole
Exactly.
here. Like the people with the bottomless stomachs, and they're
Yeah.
gonna just eat you out of house and home. Don't be that one. And yeah, we got some
Ah, yeah, we
more
got a lot. One, two, three.
wow, y'all. I could take a break while you go through these. All right, go ahead.
Okay, hold on. Let's see, because I got to find out where I left off at. Well, anyway, we're gonna go right here.
You know,
All
we can
right.
go bottom up too. We can go from the
Yeah,
latest.
bottom up. We could. Yeah. We got Thomas Green. He says, "Hello, y'all. What's going on, Tom? Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate that." We also have Tyrone Ricks, the chart of genuine love. He's, he
That's
just
I
threw
like the
that.
name of that. I might
Yeah,
rename it. Pull
yeah.
all the books off the shelves. Clear that page out. Put in the chart of genuine love.
10%.
Go.
Telling Ty 10%. So I was joking.
That's all you want. Fine.
We also got William Bird. He says, "I appreciate the freedom to communicate my trust sincerely." I like
All
that. Go
right.
ahead, Will.
Wait, hold on. I see. He
Oh,
go back to that
you
one.
want to go back? You want to go one? You want
I
to hit
see
that one? Okay.
he's got the
Yeah.
yeah. I was trying to see if he had them in order, but
Hmm.
yeah, I like how he has them all there. Freedom,
Right.
appreciation, communication, trust, sincerity.
Yeah.
Thank you, William.
Yes, indeed.
Appreciate that.
We got Ty, my man Ty. He says, "No relationship is perfect, but when genuine love is involved, the relationship never dies."
That's
Mm,
right, because love
go
never
ahead.
dies.
That's right. There you go.
Passion and lust, though, do those die, y'all?
Yes, sir. They go right away.
Feelings that are, hyperventilation and
Right.
eyes getting wide, pupils dilating, does that come
Hmm.
and go? Yes.
Yep.
But love, true freedom, communication, appreciation, that is infinite. And
Infinite. There you
it,
go.
it is he it's it was already here for you.
Hmm.
It's in you, and you have it to it's no running out of it. No
Mm.
running out of it. That yeah, go with
There you
that.
go.
No
You got
running out of it.
it. Fatima says, "Laugh out loud. People be puzzled when their mean, hateful words don't penetrate my spirit. I refuse to accept anything that doesn't respect me. Solution minded conflict leading to resolution." I like that so much.
Thank you for Timber Love. And that's the same
Yeah.
thing. You, as a free, loving being who trusts and feels secure and sure of yourself, you don't stick around for anybody's abuse in any
Right.
way, whether it's verbal, emotional, financial,
Hmm.
physical. You don't stick around for it. And you
That's
don't
right.
have to. All right. You don't have to. And
Hmm.
that's the thing. You're not Siamese twins with anybody unless
That's
you
right.
are. But even then, like you said, it doesn't have to penetrate you,
Hmm.
whatever they're saying in their hateful words, like you said.
There
All
you
right,
go.
thank you.
My man Steve Sheppelman says the problem isn't the problem. The problem is a person's attitude towards the problem. I love that. That's quoted Jack Sparrow. I like that.
All
I'm gonna have
right,
to
thank
write
you,
that down.
Jack.
I'm gonna have to write that down.
Yeah. And
And
there's another quote in one of those. Oh, that was Benjamin Button. He was like, a man, because he was a pirate. He was like,
Mhm.
before he died, he was like, you know what? You can be mad as a mad dog at the way things went, but at the end, you just gotta let it go. And then he
That's it.
died. I was like, that he got it. He's right. Listen to that drunk fool. He just said the most potent thing in his whole
Right.
life. You can
Right.
be mad as a mad dog at the way things are
Mhm.
going or the way things went.
Right.
But at in the end, you gotta let it go. Gotta
That's
release it.
it.
But here's the thing he didn't say, and I'm gonna use a question.
Mhm.
Do you have to wait to the end to let it go? To let go of how your attitude
Mm.
toward it. You have to wait to the end of your life or someone else's to let it go, to get rid of your attitude that's poisoning you. Do you know that an astronomical percentage, like somewhere around 99%
Mhm.
of people who are diagnosed with these, and I'm not talking about COVID, I'm talking about you going to your doctor and you're having checkups, and then there's some sort of disease and things that are, you know, happening, is because of stress.
Yeah.
And stress is because of the lifestyle you're living, and the lifestyle you're living is because of the mindset you're perpetuating, meaning your attitude toward life and how you're
Mhm.
thinking about it. You can change your mind.
Mm.
So many of us are on medication and dealing with so many physical even ailments because of the stress we put on ourselves.
That's
And
right.
a certain amount of stress is necessary to keep, like, you can't just lay in bed all day. Your muscles will atrophy. You got to put
Mhm.
stress on your body in order to keep it healthy. But distress, which is not healthy stress, can break you down. And that includes mental, emotional distress.
That's right. That's true. And William Burr said that's a great superpower. Truth. Yes,
All right.
indeed. We got Callie Soul. What's up, lady? She says, "Peace, family. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you all the way from Colorado." Yes, indeed. And she said, Kendra Moore said, "That's good, Jack Sparrow. Yeah, check him out. Check him out." Let's see.
Me hearties.
Steven also says, "Gotta love yourself first before you can love anyone else." That is so true. So true.
So if we translate that, that means you got to free yourself first,
Mm-hmm.
appreciate yourself first, communicate and care about yourself first,
Mm-hmm.
trust yourself first, and be sure about yourself and sincere with yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
And secure in yourself first before you have that with someone else, right? Because we
Mm-hmm.
just broke down love with those five, with that facts. And
Mm-hmm.
so whenever someone says love, try to see if that, just you run a mental experiment and see if you can plug and play what they said in the content text of
Mm-hmm.
what they're saying or what you're saying into that freedom appreciation. It's like, man, you looking so good right now. I love to do some things to you.
Mm-hmm.
Is that I appreciate to do something. I communicate to, might be talking about something else.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Or if I say, hey, I love your energy, love your spirit, I love spending time together. It's like, yeah, I appreciate your energy. I appreciate
Right.
your spirit. I appreciate when we spend time together, when we communicate, when we're sincere. Right. So try to plug and play around with that and see how it goes.
Like that.
See what I did there though, right, y'all?
Yeah, yeah. He looked hungry. He looked hungry. Uh Izzy says, yes, Dr. Wayne Dyer says how people treat you is their karma. How you react is yours. That's nice. I like that. I'm gonna steal that one too. Uh,
Thank
Fatima also says we don't own people. So that's true.
And
Cap-
here's another thing about that, not owning people's stuff. People would be like, "What about slavery, though? What about that?
Mhm,
People
mhm,
owned other people's bodies." It's not. No, that's actually still, every human is born free, and no one has a right of claim or ownership. Even if you do make your right or claim and say you
mhm,
own them and put a mortgage against their body and use them as chattel and call them property and put chains on their body, you still
mhm,
don't own them. And the other thing is that it's actually a transactional relationship when someone's like, well, I'm gonna uh you're gonna work my fields.
mhm.
And it's like, okay, how much you paying for that? We not paying. What you mean paying? No, you going to work the fields and I'm gonna reap the money.
Yeah,
That's
right.
what I mean.
Mhm,
It's like, no, it's like, well, if you don't do it, here's old here's old Joe with the on the horse with the shotgun.
that's
Choo
right.
choo. Now you gonna work them fields? But here's the thing: do you have to work the fields just because Joe is on the horse with the shotgun? It's a transactional relationship where they are they're not barter. They are holding for ransom your life in exchange for service at the threat of death. Like, I will give you your life, meaning I will allow you to live if you do this service for me. And if you don't, I will beat you.
Hmm.
I'm talking about slavery right now.
Right.
I will beat you, maim
Hmm.
you, torture you,
Hmm.
possibly kill you and your family and etc. if you don't. And if you're like, you know what? No deal. And you jump up and grab the shotgun off of Joe and just start blowing heads off. That's
Hmm.
an option, y'all. It's not just about, oh, well, I said this, so that's what it is. Now, you said that because you can say whatever you want to say, but
Hmm.
also I'm free to do whatever I want to do. And remember that also for those of us who are in relationships where we feel shackled and we feel limited in any way. And I
Hmm.
mean, limited is even, I feel like I can't uh, leave my phone around this person because they
Right.
gonna go in my business. That's limited. That's a prison. Why?
Mhm.
Because there's no trust, right?
Right. Right.
Trust frees all that. Communication frees all that. Appreciation, sincerity frees all that. Why would you be around someone where you feel like they're gonna violate you? I'm gonna leave my personal information here, and I'm not gonna put a lock on it, but I know since it's my personal information that it's gonna be unviolated. And
Hmm.
or I'm living with a demon who's gonna take it and weaponize it against me in some way because of their own insecurities, which is actually a felony crime based on United States law to look at someone's phone or use or retrieve any of their information without their consent, by the way,
Hmm.
y'all. All right. So it's
Right,
a
brother. Yeah,
federal crime, but it's also a violation of someone's autonomy, and it also is a toxic situation. Goes without saying. But thank you for that. We don't own people. I wanted to say that about that because just because there was slavery and people claiming other people's bodies doesn't mean anything. They didn't own anything. Only thing you pretty much own is your own body. Other than that, no, you have no right to anybody else's body. And even if you force somebody, it still doesn't give you the right or ownership.
that's
All right.
right. There you go. You got that off your chest, baby. I like that. Cali Soul says, "Amen. Relationships are an excellent school for learning about ourselves." That's true.
Mhm. If you pay
Uh,
attention, you know people get left back in school, right? And some people skip grades. Yeah, that's the truth.
right, 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 right.
So, but some of us don't pay attention,
Yeah,
and
they
some of
don't.
us are like,
Yeah.
"Wow, I saw what happened to you know to John getting in detention every day, and he's like 40 years old, still in the fourth grade. I don't know if I want to be in John's position." So pay
Mhm.
attention.
Right.
Pay attention to your lessons, aka your relationships.
There you go. Fatima also says a whole person is a sexy thing. Yes, it is. Let's see. Tyrone, Tyrone says 7%.
Wow, he took it down to 7. Tyrone, I'll give you 8.
Got my man Thomas Green. What's up, brother? Hope you're feeling better, man. He says, tell him. We got Amy. So about Tyrone, Rick's keyword genuine and on. Okay, she said the keyword is genuine and honest. We were talking about that whole. I guess Tyrone was talking about a relationship being genuine.
Mhm.
Amy also says my signal is horrible in the skating rink. Oh, Amy's skating and listening to. We definitely appreciate that, Amy. Thank you.
Wow. Okay.
That's a true listener right there. We definitely appreciate that,
He
especially if
probably
you're trying to
pulled
skate
over.
and listen to us at the same time. Thank you. I
I know.
appreciate
That's a new one. I never had somebody
that.
text me. Like, okay, watching
Kelly
the
so
Zamboni.
Kelly also says if someone says they're looking for someone to complete them, you should move away swiftly. If you feel like you're looking for someone to complete you, then you've got some healing to do. Yes, you do. Trust me.
You know what you should do though? In all seriousness, so you know it's not really serious.
What's that?
Get yourself a complete cookie. Y'all heard of it? It's like 15 grams of protein in these cookies they make out here. It's
Hmm.
called complete cookie. Eat that. You'll
Okay.
be good.
All right,
All
you
right.
heard that from Naeem Najib. Eat that cookie. And
Complete cookie. You feel incomplete, get yourself a cookie. I mean, who could turn down a cookie, especially a complete cookie? All right, I'm done.
she also says we are equally created, whole, healthy, and complete. Yes, indeed. We got Fatima. She says, as long as you have love in your being, you're capable of attracting love, never ending flow.
And how about this? Never your being is love. All right. That's
Hmm.
why anything other than love, we didn't go through the facts of fear, but let's just say attack, abuse, anger is blocking love. That's why it hurts.
Hmm.
You know, that's why condemnation, guilt, fear, it hurts.
Hmm.
You know something is wrong. It's heavy on you. You
Yeah.
feel light when you're joyful. You feel lighter, freer,
Hmm.
open. You want to create. You want to share. You want to join.
Hmm.
But that other stuff is not you because your being out beyond this body is love,
Hmm.
and meaning is free, right? Appreciation, communication, trust, sincerity. That's what you are, and so you can always attract what you are.
Hmm.
You just
That's
have to
true.
stop
Yeah.
pretending that you're not
Yeah.
by being the
Yep.
truth.
A lot of people don't, want to accept, like, they might attract someone that's really good for them, but they're so used to the toxicity. I can't say that word to save my life, but they're so used to that being toxic that, that's just normal to them. We
Here's
got
another thing. Oh no,
uh
go ahead. Read. We can read this
nah,
one. I'll come back.
we got Dreddy Gal. What's going on, lady? She says, thanks for another great session. All the comments, reflections, quotes, and more. Always love that 24-hour exercise and the clarity charts. Thanks, and continue to enjoy this new year all. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Dreddy. Appreciate you for tuning in.
Thank you, Freddie Gal.
Hmm. And we
And
got Amy. She says some people think they own their partner, and they do. But you know what? That's the partner's fault. Like I said, get out of that certain relationship. Get out of there, because once they get to that point, they think they own you. That was a process. It took a while to get to that point, because you don't go in a relationship saying, "Oh, I own you. This is what it is." You go in there with your, your representative, and then from that point, it builds up. Like Naeem was talking about, the hit first on the hand, next minute hitting you in the face, next minute on your head. Women too. Women do the same thing too. So again, that's your fault. And we got Fatima West. She said, this is a good message for the men who are confused when they can't get your attention because they are confused about what a compliment is. Hmm. I don't let talk to me about that. Talk to us
we
about
got
that.
another one here.
Yeah.
Learning what love
Learning
is
what love
versus
is,
lust.
what lust, attachment. Okay.
That's a good lesson.
Yeah. Hmm.
We should do a lesson or a show on lust and attachment and attraction because that's a
Hmm.
real thing we experience too.
Right. Exactly.
Highly chemical based.
Hmm.
Okay, it's physical based. It's like certain things you can't stop from happening, especially when
Hmm.
you reach a certain age, puberty.
Right.
Like people start look. It's like that was your friend. You was just playing with them. Now you squeezing their butt. Now you doing other things. Like why? Well, there's a reason why. And it's not
Mhm.
love.
Right.
So um, also back to that other comment about
Which one?
attraction. We don't have to go to it. I just want to say a note on attraction because we said you attract with you, what you are. Also, because people who study law of attraction, they'll know this. And then, but the way that they use it to hurt themselves, like I seem like I'm always attracting people who want to hurt me or who don't pay attention to me or who don't love me or don't not interested, whatever. And it's like that's not true. All right, that's not totally true. What happens is you did attract those people, but you also attracted all the other people as
Right.
well. Remember, we one of our first shows was about this, the law of attract, the truth about the
Hmm.
law of attraction. The truth about the law of attraction is you attract everything because you got everything in you, in here. You can think all kind of thoughts. You can think angry, abusive thoughts. You can think joyful, loving thoughts. You can think uh, homicidal, violent thoughts. You can
Hmm.
think caring, compassionate thoughts. And so when you run across people who are homicidal or who are insane acting or who are abusive or who are honest and kind, that's all a reflection of you. You'll have that. But here's the question: if you got a lineup, and I'm gonna just use two people, one person with a scarcity, I'm trying to use clarity chart on this scarcity mindset, and one person with a wealth mindset. Which one are you choosing? Because you attracted both of them. But there's something in you that compels you to choose sometimes the one with the scarcity mindset more
Hmm.
or more often. And then you
Right.
like, why am I always around people that feel so scarce, like they don't have nothing, everything?
Right.
How about this? You have the ability, you attract people who are both caring toward you, caring towards you, and
Hmm.
who are abusive. Both. Who do you choose though? And by who do you choose? I mean, you don't really get to choose necessarily all the time. Your relatives, the people, your roommates, your people who you work with. But who do you, when you're on your own free time, like everyone here is just, even ice skating, listening in because they want to. Who do you? I could do anything I want to do right now. Where's that homicidal, insane, abusive person? Where they at? I want to go. I want to go hang out with them.
They want that bad boy or that bad girl. You know what I mean? That's what they want.
Right.
You know.
So that's on you, like you
Right.
said, Joe. It's on you for that.
Yeah, that's
Because
it.
what about that kind, attentive,
Yeah.
wealthy, generous?
He's he's too nice. She's too nice.
I don't got time. They'll be
I,
around. But
yeah.
where's that person that hit me with a
Yeah.
crowbar? I
Right.
gotta find that.
Where that guy that lays up, in the house all day, whose feet up playing video games. I got to get that guy. I don't want
I
that
I gotta
guy.
get him a.
Right.
He's trying to get a
Mhm.
PlayStation 7. I gotta get
Yeah.
him the game. I mean, it's not out yet. But I gotta invest in that first.
But it's so true. But a lot of it, man, I'm gonna be honest, man, is learned behavior. Coming up, you see your parents or whoever you grew up with, that's what you are used to or you become attracted to because it seems as the norm for you. I notice a lot of times you can go up to people and say, "Hey, how you doing? How's your day?" And they think is a motive behind it. Oh, he's about to rob me. He's too gel. What's that thing y'all use that word gel and all this crazy stuff? He's too nice. What? Well, he might. I don't know what's up with him. He said hi. I'm like, I just opened the door and said, "Hey, how you doing?" That's all I said.
It's
You know
because
what I
they
mean?
see their
Mhm.
minds are preoccupied by past thoughts, and
Right,
they see only the past, and they think the last person who did approach them with
right,
similar words
hmm
and that did have a motive, that that same motive jumped into you because
right.
you have used similar words or approaches. Then everybody who uses these words and approaches are the same, and
Yeah,
it's not necessarily true.
that's true.
Right.
And Steven just hit that on. He just said it. What I said. A compliment today doesn't seem to be accepted like compliments of years past. And that's true. It
Y'all
was
really
normal.
going off with the comments today. I
Yeah,
applaud you.
it's a
Go
whole
ahead.
lot more. That's what I'm trying to get to him. But that's absolutely true. Like back in the day, it was normal to say, "Hey, how you doing, ma'am? Hello, sir." Now nobody want to speak. It's like it's crazy. So that's the norm now. She also says when people weaponize, this is Fatima, weaponize your trauma, failure, past. Wait, hold on. Let me read that again. When people weaponize your trauma, failure, past that you have shared is the biggest, most common act of betrayal or abuse. Okay, I guess she's saying weaponize your trauma. I,
Notice you don't use punctuation. Thank
yeah, I
you.
don't know. Okay, you gotta write that again for Timela. We also says Kendra Moore says definitely goes both ways. Women throw themselves out there and are mad when men don't respond in the way that they want. Yes. And let me say something. If you come outside with your breasts hanging out, your behind hanging out, a man is gonna look regardless. So it takes me out when women get upset when men look at them like that. They like, oh, what is he looking at? What do you think he's looking at? You know what I mean? You came out here looking like that. So again, I appreciate that Kendra for that one. Definitely. She said eat the cookie. We're talking about eating cookies or whatever. So
The
she's
complete cookie for the incomplete person.
all right,
Exactly.
incomplete. There you go. Thank you. Yo, eat that cookie. Don't say that no more. You're right. You're right. That didn't sound right. But you
See,
know what
y'all,
we were talking about. And I can't say your name, Safa. I can't say the last name. She said, "Are you getting a cut of that complete cookie money for the recommendation?"
good question.
She says, Amy also says you attract what you are. We went over that earlier, so
Yeah,
we
we
don't have to
this
go back
wow,
in
we
that. Yeah.
all have been putting
Uh,
comments out there. Appreciate it.
she says, Fatimala says she is love. She also says relationships training should be mandatory. Yeah, that's true. I mean, but we got Naeem. He can teach it. There you go. So,
I'm gonna be retired soon. You know what I like about why it's not mandatory is that the people who really want it will come and get it. You get people
right.
who don't want it, and then you like, you gotta get this relationship training, gotta go to the love doctor, you only gonna get your check
Mhm.
this week. And they're gonna be dragging themselves like, all right, love doctor, what you got to share with me?
Yeah, right.
What you got to say? Like, put your phone down. First of all, recruit. Get out and give me 50 push-ups. No, y'all
Shoot.
come because you want to come. If
That's
not,
right.
stay far
Mhm.
back.
Amy says, Chuck, some people think they own you as their property and don't own a car or you right about that. Don't own nothing, but they own you. That's crazy. Squeeze the storm and laugh out loud. Amy's talking about a roughneck. Yeah, we were talking about the roughneck. Y'all like them roughnecks versus that guy that's was nerdy and now he's owned a whole bunch of corporations and stuff like that. Amy also says nothing like yelling and arguing for four.
Mhm.
And we got a big one here.
All right,
Timberland says,
I'll do this
"Go
one.
ahead,
You
man, get it,
take a
get
break.
him." You got another one coming up too, so get that one.
Goodness gracious. All right. So you attract all kinds of people. This is for Timberland. All kinds of people. You are multi-layered. You are
Hey,
multi-dimensional. You choose to stay or leave a relationship, friendship. I attract people who need support, care, lonely, just as I attract loving, kind people. I'm drawn to those who need care because I have a desire to care and feel helpful and needed. I am a, I am an underdog lover for sure. Oh, love the underdogs. I've learned to balance things better and not be taken advantage of. How to support, help without being drained. Thank you for them love for that. That's a lot.
yes, indeed.
Said
Good
said
luck.
some principles, shared yourself. I
Hmm.
appreciate it. I'm gonna jump to this one because it's funny and she's right. This is not a grammar
Oh.
English class. This is look, I tell y'all all the time, I'm a writer, not a speller. I get in front of the class, I'll be the one. I'll be the one like, look, y'all, I don't know how to spell most of these words. Y'all better help me out. It's not something I focus on. I just put it there.
Mhm.
All right. So I was I was referring, but it goes to show you, you don't got to know how to spell to write a book. All right.
Right. That's true. That's true.
That's what autocorrect and people who know how to spell are for.
Yep. There you go.
Um, I was referring to compliments related to body and superficial things. Like men expect a lot of attention because they call you pretty. Okay, thank you. But the compliments about my personality and qualities are more satisfying to me. And sometimes, no matter how you dress, you may receive unflattering comments. Remember, some people were born that way. They didn't choose their body shape. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
And she said, yeah, I said it. Yeah, yo, you said it. That's right.
That's the comments. We appreciate y'all, man. Thanks for all the comments out there. And again, healingtoxicrelationships.com. Don't forget about that. There you
Best domain name ever named. There
go.
it is.
Hmm.
Best some great stuff on there too. It's not
Yes,
just a quiz.
indeed. So what we gonna do, man? We're gonna take a commercial break and we're gonna come right back and we're gonna end the show with the
Let's
last
do it.
comments. All right, here we go. This is the A game again. Here we go. And that is the A game, great for vitality, energy, strength, and libido. So if you want your free sample, give me a call at 302-723-2836. Again, 302-723-2836 to get your free sample of the A game. And we got a couple more questions out there in comments, so we get right to those. Um, we got Thomas Green Jr. says this was an awesome show. Hey, thanks,
Yes,
Tom.
it was.
Yes, I had a great time with y'all. And Deneen Arbitrate, what's up, lady? She says agreed. So we definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in. You could have been anywhere else, but you were here with us. That means a whole lot. So thanks again. Appreciate you. Any last words, Naeem, before we get on out of here?
Yes. Last words. Those are. No, that's it. No,
All right.
I appreciate everyone here. We got love birds are coming up next,
Yes,
and
indeed.
remember facts of love, different way of looking at things, and also remember the appreciation exercise. Find somebody, even if you do it over text or call, Ask these three questions.
Mm-hmm.
What do you appreciate about yourself? Go for 1 to 3 things. Like, okay, I
Mm.
appreciate that I'm alive. That's good enough. What do you appreciate about me? Okay, I appreciate that you are also alive and doing this exercise with me. And then ask them the third question. What do you appreciate about us or our relationship? And that's
Mm-hmm.
the three. And it could be that we have good communication.
Mm-hmm.
Just opening the conversation using those questions can change your relationship life trajectory and fast forward through a lot of painful lessons that don't need to be learned or repeated or don't need to be experienced in order to be learned. So
There you go.
appreciation is healing, y'all. I'm done.
Mhm.
Thanks for listening.
Hey man, thanks for all that, man. You killed it tonight as always. We got one comment out there. Amy, she says, "So what side effects will a woman have taking the A game?" Well, you know what? This is for men only. So let your man take it or your friend take it, and then give us a holler back. Put it like that. We're gonna try to get something for women. Hopefully, they're working on something for women. I want 10% because I told them call it the B game, but we'll see what happens. And Fatima says, smooches. And she also says, I appreciate you all. Hey, we appreciate you too, Fatima. Thank you. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Thank you again. And
Yes.
again, Naeem, hey, this is this was a great show as always. Always have a great time with you and all of our family out there. So again, this is Feel Good Talk Love 101. I'm Charles Brakely along with my man Naeem Najib. We are out of here. We'll see you next week, Wednesdays at 7 p.m. right here on Feel Good Talk, Mind, Body, Soul, and Business. And don't forget, up next is the conversation with the Lovebirds. You don't want to miss it. They're gonna kill it. So definitely tune in 8:30 p.m. tonight. So again, have a great day. Be safe out there. Peace.
Peace.